Flower! Good evening, this is BelGeode again, and it's time for some DCS, Digital Combat Simulator. Yay! Okay, so continuing on the story of Dyavoly Squadron. If you caught the last mission, it was bright and early in the morning. Well, it was early in the morning. I don't know so much about bright. But, yeah. NATO decided that they wanted to press the issue and destroy some of our surface-to-air defenses. And they did. They wiped out all of the air defenses around Sukhumi, and we were tasked with going out to do a little bit of bomb damage assessment to see just how badly Sukhumi was hit. We still had some surviving troops, which is all fine and dandy, but of course all the air defenses were in fact taken out by the stealth fighters and the British tornadoes. So, we get back to the ship, and if you caught the end of that video, I had a little bit of damage to my plane after I had landed, so I'm going to need a replacement plane, which of course I've got this time around. So, let's go to the description, and then we'll pick it up from there. It says, later in the morning, after getting a replacement aircraft, you, Boris, and Ivan have been tasked to escort the Ukrainians in a defensive engagement. Translation: the main bridge leading into Abkhazia is slated to be destroyed in an attempt to prevent NATO from moving troops by land across the border. It's unsure what this is actually supposed to do other than be a symbolic show of force, drawing a line in the sand, so to speak. While this is being done, new air defenses as well as troops are being airlifted into Sukhumi. So here's our task. We are flight Dyavoly 104 this time. Usually we're 101. This time we're going with 104. And it's going to be our job to escort the Su-27 4-ship Flight 191, that's the Ukrainians from the last mission, to their target area and back. We are cleared weapons hot on any NATO aircraft coming within 60 kilometers of the border of Abkhazia. Of course, we've got friendly air 191, that's the Ukrainians, and they're tasked with bombing the main highway bridge leading to Zugdidi. Be advised, SAM and AAA threats still remain in Zugdidi and considered very dangerous. And finally, it says, be alert for NATO aircraft patrols. I think that's pretty much a given if we're given the weapons hot. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. And there we go. It is the same day, just a few hours later. The sun is up, birds are twerping, or whatever it is that birds do, chirping. And we are pretty much set to go. So let me go ahead and get everything started here. There we go. Okay, before I do anything else, I'm going to turn down the RWR. There we go. That should work. And let's call for clearance to start up.
Su-33, запуск.
While I'm doing that, I'll go ahead and get the lights on. Canopy closed.
Ветер у земли 3,2,0, скорость 6 метров в секунду.
Okay, so there's our clearance. Left engine on. Right engine on. We'll wait for all of that to spool up, and then we'll call for takeoff clearance. While that's happening, I'll go ahead and lower the flaps as usual. There we go. Flaps should be going down now. Ivan's looking good. He's still in the O2 plane, and Boris is back there in the O3 plane. I'm going to be flying the 1-1 plane. And hopefully I can get it back to the carrier without any incident. We'll see if that'll actually happen. Okay, engines are almost up. Should be hearing from the Ukrainians relatively soon, and I think our SAR helo is going to be taking off as well. Okay, engines are up, so let's go ahead and request takeoff.
Su-33, взлет.
104. Взлет по готовности. Отход по схеме на 300. Подавление 765,19.
Okay, good deal. Looks like my boys are ready to go. Let's see, what else do we have on the agenda here? These are a couple of Mi-8s that are located around Gudada, which is the same place where the Ukrainians are currently taking off from. You can see them in the distance. They're going to be regrouping just over the airfield, and we're going to meet them around Sukhumi. Okay, well, now that they've started launching, I think we should probably do the same thing. So here we go. And full afterburner. We're up. Give it the 4-second time frame and then gear up. Flaps up. And while I'm still gaining some speed, I'm going to go up to about 1,000 meters off the deck. There's Ivan, he's rolling. Ivan's up. Good deal. So Boris should be coming up next. And there's Boris rolling. So I'm going to do things a little bit differently this time. Okay, Ivan. Yes, we know about the mud spikes. Now what I'm doing, instead of letting the autopilot actually get me to the waypoint and then initiate the turn, I'm going to do it a little bit ahead of time so that way I don't swing too far left or right. Okay, that'll be the SAR helo, number 150. 191 should still be taking off, I think. Unless I missed their call. Of course, I won't know for sure until I watch this thing while I'm editing it. Or, there is one way to find out. Let's check the map. Okay, yes, looks like these guys are airborne. That is 191. Yep, these guys are currently leaving Gudada. There they go. I imagine they'll be getting up to altitude pretty soon. In fact, we can see them dead ahead. Those two little crosses that are still at the waterline, that will be the Mi-8s. But yeah, it looks like these guys are booking it, so they should actually reach Sukhumi before we do, which is fine. They'll hold and wait for us. Now, I decided to do things a little bit different this time around. Instead of me having to manually push them from their waypoint, it's just going to be a situation where once we get over the Sukhumi area, they're going to automatically know, okay, it's time to push, because, let's face it, they should be able to see us by then. And I don't know exactly what kind of enemies we have out there. So this is also going to be interesting. I'm hoping it's going to be the French again, because I like shooting them down. But if it's not, if it's the Belgians, well, we were cheated out of that the last time. So if it is them, hopefully we'll be able to take them down. Of course, they are flying F-16s, and that seems to be a thorn in my side with these missions, because that craft is just so freaking maneuverable. Alright, so we're coming up on Gudada. We've got about a little less than 8 kilometers out. Should be a good deal. Now, we've also got armor inbound towards the Zugdidi area, but they're under orders basically just to park. Once they get to where that bridge is, it's going to be blown up. And I'm going to switch my waypoint from now. There's the Mi-8s down there. Those guys are just kind of chilling. They won't launch until we've actually accomplished our mission, because we want to make sure that there's no possible way that NATO can actually send troops across that bridge and over to Sukhumi while we are weak, shall we say. In the meantime, let's see if my wingmen are in position. Aha, there we go. There's Ivan. And there's Boris. Okay, good deal, guys. Let's go ahead and turn the lights off. Nav lights are off, and everybody's in position. Very nice. Okay, 191 is passing waypoint 2. By the time they get to waypoint 3, which is right over Sukhumi, they should be on station and orbiting, waiting for us to get there. They're still a little low. They actually should be higher up if they're going to be doing a bombing run. Let's see what they've got under the wings. Okay, looks like they've got some standard FABs. Or are those BET ABs? I think those might be BET ABs. Either way, they're 500-pound bombs, so it should be sufficient for blowing up a bridge. Yeah, they've got a whole load of those suckers. Alright, so all we need to do is get there, and then they will be set to go. I'm going to refrain from turning on the radar just yet, because I'm pretty sure they don't have theirs on. Even though we've got jammers on the wings, we also don't want to show up like a Christmas tree on the enemy radar, so if at all possible, we'll avoid radar for as long as we can. Looks like they're getting up to altitude now. And how far do we have? About 20 kilometers. I'm going to zoom the radar out just a touch here. So I've been watching a lot of documentaries on Russian aircraft, and it looks like what they've modeled here in DCS world is an older version, or at least the avionics part of it is older than what's currently in use from the Russian military. Now, I don't know if they can't model the current stuff because maybe some of that stuff is classified and whatnot, but be that as it may, considering the fact that we're using what is essentially outdated equipment, I would say for a simulator we do a pretty damn good job of shooting down the enemy. Let's just hope I don't have to eat my words if we come up against any enemy aircraft coming up. Alright, let's see what we got here. 192. So 191 should be off to my right. Yep. Where's the other two guys? Oh, there's 194. Okay, so everybody should be off the starboard side right now. Cool beans. It says 191 moving out to target. How the Amerikanski say? Taking to the bridge. Nice. Okay, so we're going to go up to our operational altitude here. It's about 5,000 meters. I think that's what I have it set to. Yeah, 5,000. And we're going to get a little bit in front of these guys. They're down there somewhere. I think I can see the purple below the cockpit. So far, so good. I'm wondering if NATO is busy having breakfast right now, all proud with themselves because they took out all our defenses. Well, we hope to change that. Okay, so what are we looking at here? About 33 kilometers away from our turn point. Now, just so you're aware, the flight paths for both flights pretty much similar, except this waypoint that's coming up here where we're going to hang a hard right, they're going to keep going straight for the bridge. That's their orders. Their only job is to take out that bridge and then haul ass out of there. So it's going to be up to us to make sure that they can actually prosecute the target without any losses. Which means Ivan, Boris, you better have your game faces on. Okay, Ivan's telling me that there's a spike to the 1 o'clock, so let's go ahead and turn the radars on. Radars on.
Звено, включить излучение. Второй, включил излучение. Третий, излучение включил.
Okay, let's see if they got any contacts. We're probably going to want to follow this coastline here, so I might not go exactly to that waypoint. I just need to make sure that I'm well enough ahead of these other guys, which I think I am. I could probably check the map, but I'm not even going to bother right now. Okay, what are we looking at here? 13 kilometers and counting. As soon as we get to about 10 kilometers, I'm going to go ahead and take it off the autopilot, switch my waypoint to the next waypoint so I can pick it up after, and we'll see if we can figure out who is going to be the first to die today. Alright, autopilot off, switch waypoint forward, and let's hang a right. I'm going to turn my own radar on here. Zoom it out. I'm also going to change the HUD setting to about 60 kilometers. Okay, now we got a spike at 12 o'clock. That river that you're seeing there, that's pretty much the dividing line for Abkhazia. So Zugdidi's on that other side, probably under that cloud there. You see that shadowy area? Okay, guys, I see him. I see him. Okay. Okay, the Ukrainians are beginning their bombing run, so let's go ahead and start getting on some targets here. Now, I should remind you there are also SAM sites over there, so we're going to want to stay close to the coast as we can here. Alright, let's see. Can I at least get some kind of tracking on these guys? They're around here somewhere. There we go. I think I see one. Yep. Got him. Alright, NATO, what's on your mind today? Hopefully Ivan and Boris have locks, because I think it's time for the show. Yep, here we go. Alright, let's go ahead and begin the attack. Well, that's not what I want. Engage. Bandits.
Атакуй воздушные цели. Второй, принял.
And here we go, Fox 1.
Работаю по воздушной цели. Третий, понял. Третий, работаю по воздушной цели. Третий, пуск ракеты. Второй, пуск ракеты.
Come on, baby, lock. Come on, baby, lock. They're getting awful close. F-16s, great. We've got Belgians. Okay, I'm gonna go this way. Here we go, Fox 2. Ah, he's got flares, damn it. Fox 2, close range. Boom, flower! Yes! Okay, one down. I'm pretty sure those guys are going to be pissed right about now. Oh boy, we got bombs away. There we go. They're heading for the bridge. Ooh, snap! Well, scratch one bridge. Alright, here we go. Fox 3. Right, I guess technically that's a Fox 1. Oh, shit. Good hits on the bridge. Target destroyed. Alright, there's still one in the air. And somebody's shooting me.
Второй. Облучение с земли. 10 часов.
Fox 1. What the hell's coming after us? Sams? I think we've got Sams on us. Yeah, that's no bueno. Fox 2. Boom flower! He's going down. Alright, I'm gonna drop some chaff and head for Triangle Island here. Ivan, Boris, you still up there? Yes. Everybody's still alive. Okay, good deal. Oh yeah, they're definitely locking on us with those SAMs. Alright, time to beat a hasty retreat. We're out. Well, I don't see anything chasing me. And I see both Ivan and Boris. They're looking good. There's the Ukrainians up ahead. Alright, I think we did it. I do believe we did it. Yep, there's two of the Ukrainians. I don't know if the other two are still alive. We're probably going to want to get a little bit closer to find out. And those SAMs are still trying to paint us. What in the hell? Yeah, don't worry about the mud spike, man. Just hit the deck. We need to get the hell out of this neighborhood, and fast. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm going to turn on my jammer. I'm going to have the guys turn on their jammers.
Звено. Включи трэп. Второй. Включил САП.
Okay, the music is on. Nice. I think we made a clean getaway on that one. Did we lose any of the Ukrainians? I can't even tell. I see 3 of them. Where the hell's the 4th one? Well, no two ways about it. I gotta check the map. They're all there. Sweet. Okay, well, mission accomplished. As far as I'm concerned, anyway. So that ought to keep NATO busy for a little bit, as they wonder why in the hell did we just blow up a bridge. All of a sudden, it's like Bridge on a River Kwai here. Those of you who are into old World War II movies should know exactly what I mean. Okay, I'm not hearing any more loud beeping, so I can only assume that means we got away cleanly. Not too shabby. Some good kills there. Still have both of my wingmen. They're back there somewhere. Yep, they're both there. The Ukrainians all got out alive. Oh yeah, I love it when a plan comes together. Now I feel safe enough to kick in the autopilot. And of course it's going to jerk me all over the place, just like it always does. Why? Because autopilot is a jerk. Okay, there's my boys. There's all 4 Ukrainians. You know what? Let's take a look at this bridge here. Looks like we've got some US tanks down here. I think that would make a great vantage point. So let me see if I can snag one of these guys and take a look from their point of view. Oh, look, it's an Abrams. Oh, look at that bridge. Holy crap, look at that traffic jam. Oh my god. Yeah, we did a number on that. There ain't nothing going in or coming out of Abkhazia today. That is sweet. Oh, it's going to take them forever to repair that damn bridge. I love it. Absolutely love it. That's what I call a mission accomplished right there. Okay, so one other thing on the agenda today, and that is to land our planes on the deck.
141 в воздухе.
141 is airborne. Oh, that's the Mi-8s. Oh, that's right. Yes, yes, yes. They're going to Sukhumi. And there they are. Where's your buddy? Oh, he just took off. Okay, so yeah, these guys have to form up. And then they're going to head to Sukhumi. They are carrying a bunch of anti-air stuff. We're going to pretend that their helicopters are big enough to hold the proper anti-air things that we need at Sukhumi. And it's also assumed that the rest of the stuff that can't fit on the helos will be driving there. Tell you what, though, I would hate to be in that traffic jam back at that bridge over by Zugzidi. We just made their morning commute hell. Love it. It's the simple missions like this that I really enjoy. We don't have to do a whole hell of a lot. We just have to do enough to stir up the hornet's nest and then see what happens. Needless to say, the next mission that comes down the pike is probably going to be a little bit busier, and it's probably going to involve some ground action as well. So we'll be looking forward to that. In the meantime, we've got about 17 plus kilometers to go before the next waypoint. Actually, I don't even think there is a next waypoint. I think it's just the return to the carrier. At least according to my little radar thingy in the corner here. I'm sure you can see that. Yep. It's a good deal. Very nicely done, boys. Very nicely done. I love it when missions go like this. Now I can have a sip of water. Maybe I should fly to Sukhumi like the Ukrainians are doing and join them in some vodka later. Oh yeah, that's the other thing that I neglected to mention. The Ukrainians have actually been tasked to head to Sukhumi once this mission is done because it's considered safe enough for them to land here. So if you look over here, you'll see that they're currently inbound. And here's our tanks heading south. They're going to be parked like right here. Okay, this should be 191. And look at that. Just in time for breakfast. Cool, so we'll watch him land while we go ahead and get ourselves lined up to land. I love this digital camouflage that the Ukrainians have. It's pretty cool. I don't know if you can see the little thing that they've got there. Looks like an eagle with a sword and a shield over the map of the country. Unfortunately, I can't read the language, so I don't know exactly what it says. I'm sure I could probably look it up online or something. But it definitely looks like a really cool logo to go along with this really cool paint job. Oh, and my bad, this is 192 that's coming in, not 191. I'm not sure why this guy's landing first, but you know what? Hey, might as well. So as you can see, there are still some things left at Sukhumi. Those things should be soldiers. They're in the process of setting up everything here. And then as soon as the Mi-8 HIPs get here, all the heavy artillery will start coming out. Oh, look at that. Drogue shoots. Very nice, very nice. Got away with that way too soon, though. Okay, so while he is clearing the runway and the rest of his wingmen are coming in, we're going to go back to us.
150. Пошел ППМ 5 на 200.
Alright, when we get to about 5 kilometers out, I'm going to go ahead and tell Ivan and Boris that it is time for them to RTB. And since I've lost all that speed, I'm going to go ahead and put down my tail hook, as well as my flaps. Flaps are down. And might as well just do the gear as well. Okay, flight. It is time to RTB.
Звену. Возврат на базу.
Второй, понял. Второй, возврат на точку.
There goes Ivan.
Третий, возврат на точку.
And there goes Boris. Okay, now the carrier. Inbound.
104. Возврат.
104. Следуйте курсом 319. Удаление 2. Давление 765,13. Посадочный 04. Занимайте высоту круга.
Okie dokie. Well, that was my clearance, so everything down, everything good. Yep, we're looking good. Oh, I should probably turn my lights back on. Okay, all the lights are on. Since there's only 3 of us, the other 2 should not be waiting too long. I'm not 100% certain, but I think that in the latest update of DCS World, they probably did something to work on the landing patterns. Because I'm noticing now that my wingmen will actually fly out, and then one by one, they will come in and leave whoever's left over to kind of orbit at their location, which they weren't doing that before. They were trying all kinds of stuff like landing at the same time and, you know, crap like that. But it looks like they sorted all that shit out.
Работайте с посадкой.
Alright, 104, contact tower, that'll be me. Request landing.
104. Разрешите посадку.
104. Посадку разрешаю. Посадочный 04. Ветер у земли 320. Скорость 6 метров в секунду.
Good deal. I've also been getting a bit more conscientious about making sure that the carrier is actually into the wind when we're taking off and landing. I've been playing around a little bit with some of the dynamic weather, and I'm probably going to be doing a lot more of that as time goes on. But for now, I just wanted something relatively simple for this mission so that we could get it done and call it done. You may notice that my speed, which is in the upper left corner of the HUD, is a little bit fast. That's also because of the headwind. And we're also a little bit high. That's the yellow flashing light on the left-hand side there. I'll be adjusting that as we get a little bit closer here. Okay, it looks like we've got a very good lineup here. Everything is centered. Barring any more foreign object debris strikes, this one should go rather painlessly. Not to mention it's daytime, which is always easier than trying to land in night or inclement weather. Alright, here we go. A little bit off to the right. Come on, baby. Here we go.
50. Пошел ППМ 6 на 200.
Okay, we're looking good. Alright, dropping some power. And we're down. Look at that! Mission accomplished. With that bridge gone, NATO will have to go around the long way to invade Abkhazia. In the meantime, we will make it a fortress. Very nice. Not too shabby if I should say so myself. Pretty good landing. Alright, tail hook up, flaps up, wings fold, and I'm going to go to my designated parking spot at the bow of the ship. So there we go, a quick, easy, somewhat painless mission. Well, except for the Belgians. I don't think they're going to be enjoying the rest of their day, just saying. All I need now are my wingmen to come home. And we just need to make sure that the goods in question make it to Sukhumi. And then all will be right in the Russian world. Or at least the fictitious Russian world. Alright, am I on my parking spot here? Yes, I am. In fact, I'm going way too far ahead. Oh, that'll do. Engines off. Okay, so who do we have coming in first? I can't tell who is who right now. The one that appears to be 8 kilometers out, I'm thinking they're going to be landing first. Let's see, who is that? That is Ivan. Okay, Ivan, you are number 1 to land. Make us proud, son. Make us proud. We're going to switch to the carrier view. Zoom out again, because I like that. There we go. So yeah, this is what I was talking about. It looks like they changed that. So we've got Boris orbiting now by default, and then we've got Ivan coming in, which is actually the way it should be, but they kind of stuck that in there. I don't remember that being in the patch notes with the last patch. But it's definitely working the way that it should. Now, if only they could do something about the parking on the deck, that would be fabulous. I did check the Nimitz class carrier that's also in this game, and it has the same issue with parking. It basically just stacks all the planes in the back, except for like one that it stacks over near the front elevator. Okay, Ivan, you're looking good, buddy. You're looking good. There you go. Bring that baby home. Alright, Boris is turning around, and let's see, what do we have here? These guys are currently leaving the city of Sukhumi and heading for the airport, so they should be down momentarily. From the looks of it, it looks like all of the Ukrainians are also down. Or at least 3 of the 4. I don't see that last one. There's our search and rescue guy. He's just kind of bobbing around there. Okay, there's 191. There's 192. 193. What happened to 194? We've also got Hornets out there. However, they are not a concern because they're far enough away from our location that they're just chilling. And I do believe these Huey Cobras are coming to investigate. Their job is to land at that FARP that we reconned the last time around. Oh, here comes Ivan. Nice landing, Ivan. Okay, get off the deck. Not sure what happened to Ukrainian number 4 there. I wonder if he ended up having to ditch or something. It really wasn't that far of a mission. He should have had plenty of gas. Let's check on the map, see what's going on here. Yeah, there's only 3 of them suckers. I don't know what happened to the last guy. Oh well. Come on, Ivan, hurry up and park. Boris can't land if you're still moving. Any day now, Slowpoke. Jeez. Alright, let's see a Boris eye view of the landing here. Looking good, looking good. Gotta say, my guys are really stepping up to the plate now. We'll bring Dyavoly's 4, 5, and 6 into the mix on later missions. Right now, the way that I've got things set up, the missions that we're doing don't really involve the entire squadron as of yet. But we'll soon take those guys out for a spin. That'll be coming up shortly. And here we go. Come on, boys. 3 for 3. Outstanding. Looks like I don't have to worry about transferring him to a different squadron. Okay, he's doing really good. Awesome. So then that will just about do it for me. And I certainly do thank you all for watching. Like I said, this one is going to be short and sweet, to the point. We had a job to do. We did it. Managed to take down some enemies in the process. So good deal for us. The final tally should be popping up on the screen right now. And while that is going on, we'll also take a quick look at the Mi-8s. There we go. Alright, so as soon as these guys get here, we'll see some defenses pop up. Just kind of an automatic pop. There they are. But that will just kind of progress the story along for us. So, thank you all for watching. As always, this is BelGeode, aka Chernyy Rossii, the Black Russian, playing DCS World, flying the Su-33. If you enjoy what you've been seeing, feel free to give me a like, and don't forget to subscribe. As always, you can find me on Twitch at www.twitch.tv/BelGeode. I forgot to do that the last time. Same thing with Hitbox, www.hitbox.tv/BelGeode. And you can find me on Facebook at Facebook 2015 and Twitter at BelGeode. Surprise, surprise. Okay, so we've got our defenses back up. We've got the Ukrainians -1. And we've got troops coming in on the Mi-8. So good deal. Very good deal. As always, thank you, thank you, thank you. Your support means a whole hell of a lot to me. And we'll catch you in the next one. Ciao.